BuzzFeed. It is the best website, or I'll rephrase that. It is one of the best websites. It's a website. A lot of people go here for dubious advice that is more dubious than they even expected, and you probably should not go to BuzzFeed for those kinds of advice columns. They also have trending news at the top of their tabs. Most of the time when you click on that, it's things that happened a week ago or never happened because they're fake. There's a lot of criticisms you can have about BuzzFeed, but what we do know about BuzzFeed is that this website churns out absolutely groundbreaking and life-changing quizzes, such as pick one thing from each letter in onomatopoeia and we'll reveal your true personality. Absolutely bottom of the barrel quizzes that somehow end up being funny and entertaining. And if there isn't a better way to describe this YouTube channel and the person that runs it than being bottom of the barrel and still funny and entertaining, because if I'm one of those two things or even both of those two things, I don't really care what else I am. So we're going to go through these quizzes and we're going to see some things about my personality. We're going to see how good I am at a few different trivia facts, and we're also going to do something fun at the end as well. Okay, this is one I think is going to definitely show who I am as a person a little bit. Is your tolerance for annoyance high or low? Leaving messages on red. Ooh. See, because of my ADHD, I do this, but it's also really annoying to me when other people do it. I'm going to say this level of annoying, especially, it depends obviously on the situation. I think when people leave me on red when I'm asking an important question, or like if it's a quick question that all you need to do is just say yes, but also I can't say all the way to extremely annoying because I understand I do this too, and like I know people are probably annoyed at me for doing it. My big thing is if I do read it, I have to respond right away. I need that blue dot to remind me to look at it. Otherwise, I will not respond. And it's the same thing with emails. I didn't even finish reading it and I'm already so angry. Watching TikToks and Reels next to you without headphones. Like if my wife is doing this and I'm like right next to her and we're just doing whatever, it's not as annoying. But if you are in public and you are like on a train or on a flight or something, or like in a cafeteria and or maybe in a restaurant, and you're watching your TikToks or like some video full blast on your phone, you are either 10 years old or act like it. Like, I'm sorry, like that's maybe a little too harsh, but like seriously, a lot of these annoyances that are going to be on here, or maybe if I make a pet peeves video eventually, to me, it all comes around to not having the like awareness to understand that what you're doing is affecting other people as well. And watching TikToks and Reels next to you without headphones is like, I'm not going to go all the way there because I'm sure there's something that's going to be more annoying by the end of this, but I definitely see this as very, very annoying. Okay, moving on to the next one here, typing or okay in conversations. Okay, so this is a little bit of the Midwest passive aggressive stuff. Again, we've talked about this throughout the video so far. I have anxiety. So when someone just responds with okay period, my immediate thought is, okay, they are mad at me. I would much rather someone tell me they disagree with what I'm saying than to just say, okay, and then I'm like, oh, what do you mean? Like, oh, nothing. And I'm not saying I have particularly thick skin either, but I would much rather hear whatever it is you have to say than me sit there wondering, because I'm that person where if I say something embarrassing, I'm thinking about it for 3 years. If someone is mad at me and I don't know why, I'm thinking about it for days. So I hate just that open-ended response. When you get older and you start going into the workforce, especially as someone who's Gen Z like me, you really have to understand that when you're getting these emails, people in a professional setting respond in ways that are meant to be professional, but for people like me who, like my whole life, I've always sent and received text messages that had all kinds of emojis and like exclamation points. So like when I'm in like a workplace situation and someone sends me something that just has a period at the end, I have to shake that out of my brain of like, they're not mad at you. I'm gonna go with like, this is like here. Like, I'm not saying it's gonna be extremely, I'm gonna go a little further. It's not extremely annoying in the way that it makes me mad, but it will mess with me mentally if you do it too often. Taking a group photo and then 20 more. So I'm of the opinion that like photos are important, you know, like, I mean, I made this whole video about my tattoo talking about how like important it is to capture the important moments. I'm not the person that's like, don't take a photo at all, but I do believe that candid photos are way better than group photos that are posed. And when you are trying to pose for something in all these different ways, it's like, let's just move on. But at the same time, I don't know, this one's for me. Like, I'm not super concerned as long as you're not taking a group photo every place you go. Like, again, take the candids. The candids are always going to be better than the posed ones, in my opinion. All of the best photos from my wedding with my wife, all were the candids. So I'm going to go with that one. I'm not super mad. Friend saying let's plan something and never following up. I feel like that doesn't bug me either, because I'm an introvert. For me, the frustration is when people actually plan something and then ditch it, or they show up late, or something like that. I am always kind of the person that will like be told about the plans, and I'm still excited for them, but like I'm not usually the person to set up the plans, so I'm not quite as annoyed about this one, so I'm gonna go for that one as well. I'm actually doing better at this than I thought I was. 2 straight as. Sending 5 separate texts instead of 1 message. I feel like as long as you're sending them all in a row, like I'm not super mad about this. I have my silencer on. I only get buzzes on my phone. I don't get like the annoying pings. I'm gonna go with like right here. I'm not annoyed by that hardly at all. Pausing a movie every 10 minutes to talk. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm gonna go here. It's the same thing with like if you're playing a board game and someone has the dice in their hands and they're just like continuing to talk, and it's just like, I understand we're socializing right now, but like, can we still just play the game too? Like, it just gives me anxiety that way too. But like, I can't do the pausing every 10 minutes to talk about a movie. It drives me crazy, and thankfully me and my wife both don't do that. And like, if like we'll have something to say and we'll pause it every once in a while, but like not more than a few times. I will say BuzzFeed killing it with the ads. Oh my gosh, there's like 20 ads every time you scroll. My goodness, BuzzFeed, how much money do you need? Saying I'll call you back and then never calling. Ooh, I'm gonna say this is right here because I also am counting that as like one of the most annoying things is when someone calls you and you immediately call them back and they don't pick up. It's like, you really had a 1 minute window of when you could call me that you aren't gonna call me back. Like, come on. That's like saying put your plans on hold until I call you back, and then when you don't call back, it's another one of those, someone not valuing your time, you know? Like, unless there's a specific circumstance, like that is very frustrating and very annoying. And if I say I'm gonna call someone back, I call them back ASAP. Being almost there on my way. Oh my gosh, yes. This is almost the one that's all the way there for me. We all had that friend in high school that would say they're on their way, or they would say like, I'm just gonna take a shower and I'll be right there. And then it's 2 hours later and it's like, oh my gosh, how do you not have that concept of time? Like, it's again that I don't value the time I'm spending with this group of people. Why would you say you're 10 minutes away if you're not 10 minutes away? Like, because you know they're gonna know you lied, because they're gonna look at the watch and you're gonna be more than 10 minutes away. Like why would you lie in that one moment to make them feel better? Because again, these people might be waiting on you. If they think you're gonna be there in only 10 minutes, then they might wait to order their food, and then 20 more minutes go by, and it's just like, again, I'm looking straight at the camera. Please, just anytime you're going to do something, make sure that other people's time are being valued as much or more than yours. Okay, moderate tolerance. You have a limit. Some things are fine, but repeated habits or certain behaviors will definitely get on your nerves. You're reasonable, but not endlessly patient. Okay, so I actually did better at that than I thought I would. Some of the like social situations ones, like I assumed this quiz would be a lot more of like people that shoo as they're trying to talk, or like people that cut you off on the highway kind of thing. But some of these are things that are very much a matter of opinion, and I'm surprised that some of these didn't put me more on the wrong track. But the fact that I had a few of them in the middle and like not too many all the way past this point probably makes sense. Okay, so you know how the longer the BuzzFeed quiz title is, the better it's going to be, and even better If it has all caps anything in there, you know, if it says everyone is failing this 2-minute general knowledge trivia quiz, you know it's true. You know everyone's failing this. So it's my chance to finally prove I'm smarter than the masses, according to Nicole Beck, a community creator. I like your dog. It's very cute. Let's go into this right now. Oh wait, oh my gosh, this is a 2-minute quiz. I have a 2-minute time limit to get 26 questions right. Let's see how quickly we can do this. I gotta lock in here. Somebody get me a mirror. Hold on, I'm using my phone as a mirror. Okay, Connor, you can do this. Look at me. Hey, look at me. 2 minutes, 26 questions, 1 survivor. Let's go. 3, 2, 1. Oh wait, it gave me a 3, 2, 1. My bad. What is the capital of Peru? Oh no, I think it's Lima. What is the name for animal known as bear cat? Is that the red panda? Oh no. What is Lady Gaga's real name? She has a real name? Stefani Joanne. No! Albert Einstein is from Austria. Oh my gosh. Rizzy is not a root vegetable. Oh no. Oh, celery. Who is not a Disney princess? Elsa, Belle, Jasmine. Oh my gosh, I'm blanking. Elsa, because she was a queen. What is the third film in the Indiana Jones series called? That is The Last Crusade, right? Yep. Luke Skywalker's father is Darth Vader. 23rd element. I don't know. What? I don't know. Chromium, maybe? Which of these is a prime number? I know for sure that is 11. Where is Tulsa? That is in Oklahoma? Minnesota. Oh, this was made for me. I've got a minute. Oh my gosh, there's been 8 questions. That's Wilt Chamberlain. Supposed 100-point game. 5th planet from the sun is... oh, shoot. Who invented the telephone? Graham Bell. Graham Bell. I hate you for what you did to dogs, though. What is the bottom layer of Earth's atmosphere known as? Troposphere. A Star is Born. Oh my gosh, that's way too early for A Star is Born. How many hours are in a week? Shoot. 24 times 7? I don't know what 24 times 7 is. 168. Yes! What does it mean if a sea creature is pelagic? It means they live in open water? Oh my gosh, that was just a guess. What does AC not refer to? Antecedum, I guess. Nope. What is not a unit of measurement associated with... Oh my gosh. Stones. Okay. Well, clearly I did not get through. Clearly that talking to myself into my mirror did not do anything. I got 14 correct, and I used 2 minutes of time. I don't think this was designed for anyone to get all 26 of them in a 2-minute. Like, that's crazy. Okay, here we go. Now the most important questions are at stake. You can ask, what is the point of the universe? You can ask, am I a good friend? Am I a good person? What political party should I be associated with? The most important thing that we all need to know is, based on the trip I plan, is my soulmate Edward or Jacob from the Twilight franchise? Nothing else matters more in my mind in this exact moment than figuring this out. Where are you going? Europe, anywhere, Asia or Africa, South America? I'm going Europe. Where are you staying? You couldn't catch me dead in a tent. I'm not, oh my gosh, I'm not going on a sailboat. Are you crazy? I like this one. This one's more my style. What will you eat? You got me at spaghetti. Boom. What will you do? Is this swimming in a pool or swimming in the ocean? We already know what I have said about swimming in the ocean. If I was good at skiing, I think I'd have a lot of fun skiing. But based on what I chose, I don't really know if I can go skiing. I'm going to choose that this is a pool, and I'm going to say swimming. Who will you bring with you? Obviously, I'd bring Gwen, you know me. Where will you go in the evening? Oh, you know me. You know I go clubbing. That was the worst thing I've ever said in my life. Quiet cafe, midnight swim, or moonlit walk. Oh my gosh, I'm not going on a midnight swim. Are you crazy? I've already talked about this. Let's go on a moonlit walk. That sounds nice. Ooh, choose a celebrity to hang with. I don't know who Lily James is. Sorry to whoever that is. Axl Rose, Freddie Mercury. You know what? I'm going Ed Sheeran because I think he's chill. I think that personality-wise, he is the kind of personality I'd have fun with. He seems like a very genuine person. Not that these other ones don't seem like that. I love Guns N' Roses, but I think I'd vibe the most with Ed Sheeran. Finally, choose a fictional character to take with you. Oh, I don't even need to look at the other options. If you want to go to a vacation and have a good time, I'm going with Chandler Bing, because yes, he can kind of be a skeptic and pessimist sometimes, but you just know both of us would be going back and forth, killing it with the one-liners. If I have a character in Friends that I associate the most with, you know it's Chandler Bing. We'd just be out there walking on the beach being like, could it be any more hot? I don't think the world is prepared for me and Chandler Bing to both go on a vacation together. I don't think Gwen would be able to handle that either. So I'm still going with Chandler Bing for the answer though. Oh my gosh, I got Edward. That was a little anticlimactic. All right, here we go. This test knows which of the 12 Midwestern states you are from. Technically, from a geographical standpoint, there are 12 Midwestern states. I have very strong opinions about what I feel is the true Midwest, so maybe I'll make a video about that. Pick your favorite Midwestern slang. Ope. Okay, I'm going with ope because don't you know, it's a lot more niche than people think. Only like a lot of the older people or people that are from like further west or north in Minnesota really say that consistently. Like my great aunt says that sometimes, but ope is the one that's like the most stereotypical that I say literally all the time. If you're wondering if like Midwesterners actually say that, we do say it all the time. If I bump into someone, I legitimately out of my mouth comes, "Ope, I'm sorry." So I'm going ope there. What are you grabbing at the barbecue? I personally am grabbing a hot dog over a bratwurst because like I feel like I just enjoy hot dogs more. I feel like brats are definitely going to be Wisconsin geared, but like that's not why I'm choosing this. I'm going hot dogs here. What do you call this? Ooh, I already know what the problem's gonna be. I call it a drinking fountain. Any Wisconsinite that calls it a bubbler is like, what are you doing? No offense to anyone that is from Wisconsin, but like, what's weird about it to me is it sounds so like British to me. Like I imagine someone going like, "All right, I'm gonna go to the bubbler." That was the worst British accent you've ever heard in your life. But you know what I'm saying, right? That sounds very like English. It sounds like one of those weird British phrases where you hear it and you're like, what are you even talking about? I don't know why Wisconsinites say that, but I would say drinking fountain or water fountain, but usually I say drinking fountain. Ooh, you know, I am a marinara guy, tried and true. I like all these other ones. Finish the phrase: duck, duck, gray duck. It is duck, duck, gray duck. I know it's crazy. I know this is probably the equivalent of Wisconsinites saying bubbler to people that are not in Minnesota. I understand why it's called duck, duck, goose. It's just one of those things, you know. You know you're from Minnesota when you say duck, duck, gray duck. So that called me out immediately. Like it's just the obvious choice for Minnesota. Pop or soda? It's pop. I say it all the time. I'll defend that one as well. Favorite Midwestern grocery store? I mean, I usually just go to either Target or Walmart. My mom went to Cub Foods all the time as a kid, so I guess I'm gonna go with Cub Foods here. Minnesota. All right, they got me right there, but I will admit the ope and I think it was really the gray duck that got me there. Okay, I know this isn't a BuzzFeed quiz, but I was going through, I was like, I should figure out my Harry Potter house again because I haven't done that in a while. I think the last time I did this, I was a Ravenclaw, so we'll have to see what I do again. I'm going forest here. If you were attending Hogwarts, which pet would you choose to take with you? I'm gonna go with a cat here because owls, like I said earlier, kind of freak me out a little bit, and toads are like, I don't know. I'm gonna go with a tabby cat. Tabby cats are cute. You and two friends need to cross a bridge guarded by a river troll who insists on fighting one of you before he will let all of you pass. Do you volunteer to fight? Attempt to confuse the troll? Do I suggest all three of you should fight? Suggest drawing lots. I would attempt to confuse the troll, I would say. Given the choice, would you rather invent a potion that would guarantee you glory, love, power, wisdom? I'm going with wisdom. I think wisdom can solve a lot of problems besides just, because glory, it's like you get glory in whatever means you have to, versus wisdom is like, I feel like you get wisdom and then you can use that in a lot of different ways. And I think wisdom is not just intelligence, knowing the answer to trivia questions. Wisdom is like knowing the deep truths of how to like live a good life, knowing how to solve problems really well. Like wisdom, I think, is very valuable. Would you rather be liked, trusted, feared, envied, imitated? I heard intimidated in my head immediately, and now I can't say it. Imitated or praised. I've put a lot of value in my life of being someone I feel like people can trust, so I'm going to go with that. Once every century, the flutterbee bush produces flowers that adapt their scent to attract the unwary. If it lured you, it would smell of fresh parchment, a crackling log fire, home, or the sea. I mean, I don't know what my home smells like necessarily, but like if it smelled like home, it would know, so I'm gonna go home here. What are you most looking forward to learning at Hogwarts? Magical creatures and how to befriend them, flying on a broomstick, apparition and disapparition. I feel like that's useful if you are trying to fight things. Secrets about the castle, transfiguration. I would want to learn everything I can because I feel like that would be useful, and I can always zero in on something later, but like I've never been the person to want to like commit to something really quickly, so I'm going with this one. I'm going tails. I always go tails when I flip a coin. Okay, the sorting hat, here we go. Let's find out. I'm still Ravenclaw, let's go. So I haven't done Harry Potter anything in a while now, but if I remember correctly from the books, Ravenclaw is more of like the erudite, like knowledge, logic, like, but also they aren't quite, they think more with their head than with their heart most of the time, if I remember correctly. So that kind of makes sense a little bit. I play within my limits. I think about the logical thing sometimes. So that makes a lot of sense. Pick one thing from each letter of onomatopoeia and we'll reveal your true personality. Ocean waves. Ooh, absolutely not. Oh my gosh. For those of you who don't know, I'm deathly afraid of the ocean, so that is a big no. Owls kind of freak me out, the way they can look around 360 degrees. I love old school music. If I had to choose one of the two, I'm going with those Oreo cookies, absolutely. That probably shows something pretty obvious about my personality. I should probably do one of those mental age quizzes, honestly, on this eventually, but I'm going to make that a full video because I want to break that down. Netflix binge, night drives. I don't really love night drives. I'm going with the noodles because whether it's Italian or Asian food, noodles are always going to be a go-to for me. Ooh, I love a good oversized hoodie. Orange juice is pretty good. Online shopping requires me to give up my money. Open windows are also fun, but I am also kind of an introvert who doesn't really like people being in my business, so I'm going to go with oversized hoodies. I love a good oversized hoodie. Fall is my favorite time of year because I get to kind of wear the hoodie with the shorts combo, so I'll go with that one. Matcha, movies. I've never liked matcha. Midnight snacks, I know I'm getting older because I get heartburn when I eat too late or too early. If I'm choosing one for a long period of time, I'm probably going with movies. They're pretty great. I don't really care about aesthetics too much. You can see in some of my other videos I've made what the rest of the house looks like. It's so nice, so aesthetically put together, and it's obvious I don't really care as much about that because my room is just here's some sports stuff, whatever. I do not believe in astrology in the slightest. I could make a whole video. I should make a whole video talking to people that are into astrology because I don't want to completely shove it out. It's just for me personally. I don't believe in it at all or anything it does. Art is kind of both ways to me because there's some art that I really appreciate. I think sculptures are pretty cool. I think that more realistic art to me, the art in this picture that's actually depicting people, is a little cooler for me. Abstract art, I do not understand. You can talk me through all of the different stuff, but just those pictures that look like someone just took a paintbrush and went like this 5,000 times on the canvas and it's selling for millions of dollars. People that like it, I'm not trying to discount it. I'm just not a big fan of art. So let's go with, out of these four, probably adventure trips. I don't really enjoy watching thunderstorms the way a lot of people do, and I'm not a big fan of tea. I'm gonna go with tacos because TikTok scrolling is something I do a lot, but even when I don't enjoy it, I do it. We need to find some way to stop that instant gratification parts of my brain and how to stop that. That might be a good idea for a video. I'm gonna go with tacos here. Ooh, see, organized spaces. I love a good organized space, but I am also really bad at organizing my space, so that doesn't happen very often. But if I could instantly snap my fingers and my space was organized, I'd have it organized all the time. I literally just cleaned today, and I guarantee you in a week it's going to get bad again. I'm gonna go with organized spaces because I feel for my mental state, it's very good to have an organized space and to not be freaked out about all the stuff that's in front of me. At work, I have a very organized space because I know that that's a place that I have to keep well, and it helps with my workflow a whole lot. So I'm going to go with organized spaces there. Parties, podcasts, pizza, or puppies. Oh my gosh. It's either pizza or podcasts here for me. I'm a big pizza guy, but I do enjoy making podcasts. I love listening to podcasts. Parties are hit or miss for me because I like some parties, but also, like I've said, I'm an introvert, so like there's going to be times where I am like, please get me out of here. Oh, I can't pass up pizza. Pizza is just an amazing food, and I'm going to be really sad when my metabolism catches up to me and I can't eat it as much anymore. I might even have it tonight just to give a little bit of a finger to my future metabolism. Oh, ocean sunsets, outfit planning, origami, olive oil tasting. I have about the exact same amount of outfits as there are days of the week. I have 7 polo shirts. I have like 5 dress pants, and I mix and match accordingly. Even not planning my outfit for the next day, it takes me about 2 minutes to decide what I'm going to wear. Ocean sunsets. Ooh, I'm going to go with ocean sunsets because despite me hating what's in the ocean, it's one of my biggest fears out there. I do like watching from the beach. Early mornings, espresso, elephants, and exercise. I don't like any of these. Early mornings, I am not a morning guy at all. Like, I wish that I could wake up early and be fine with it, but absolutely. If my body wakes up before 8, it assumes it might as well be 4. Like, that's just the way my brain works. I'm not a big fan of coffee in any way. I probably should drink less caffeine because I have anxiety. I feel better after I exercise, but like, I do it because I have to, not because I want to. I'm gonna go with elephants. I don't know. Hey Dumbo, how's it going? Like, I don't like any of these 4. Ice cream, indie music, Instagram, and ice skating. Ooh, we just had the music podcast, and all of my choices were like the most obvious divorced dad rock music you could possibly go with, or like classic rock. All of my albums are very mainstream. I love Instagram. It's probably my favorite like platform without the doom scrolling of TikTok. I'm gonna go with ice cream though, because Instagram's probably not that good for me. Social media is not that good for any of us to do for a long period of time. And ice skating, I pretty much only watch during the Olympics. So I'm going to go with ice cream here. Ooh, okay. These are some good options. I don't like airports because, like, I like being in one when it means that I'm going somewhere else, but I don't like being in one. Like, it's just anxiety from start to finish. You're there 3 hours early, and yet your brain is still telling you you're worried you're going to miss your flight. What's it like to not have those kinds of anxieties? I want to know. If you're not like that and you're in the comments, please let me know. What is it like to go through life not constantly worried about things that make no sense to be worried about? Anime, I haven't watched much of it. Like, I know it gets a bad reputation and I should watch some just to see. I'm just not a big fan of like the over-exaggerated art style sometimes with anime, and I should probably watch ones that are less exaggerated. I'm still going to go with amusement parks. I get kind of more motion sick now than I used to. Another way I'm getting old. But out of these options, I gotta go with amusement park. Ooh, I am the comfort seeker. I crave peace, stability, and emotional safety. You're the one people go to when life gets overwhelming, but deep down you avoid chaos because it drains you. Okay, BuzzFeed. Just casually out here describing exactly who I am as a person. I guess like not choosing the airport means I don't like chaos, and like not doing parties and stuff. I did go a very introverted, comfort-seeking route with it, but okay, I take it back. Maybe BuzzFeed is pretty good at deciding who I am as a person. Okay, I think that does it for this random BuzzFeed quizzes video. I think that there's a lot of fun ones I could still do. In the comments, let me know if there are any BuzzFeed quizzes you've taken that you thought was really fun, or funny, or actually insightful. Let me know and I'll do those in my part 2. Well, this video was a lot of fun. Make sure you check out my other content. There's a Australian football video going around that's actually doing pretty well. But I would also love if you could subscribe and turn on post notifications so you know when my videos are going to be coming out. But also make sure you follow me on social media, because that is where I post my graphics of when things are coming out. Most of the time it's every Friday, but my next video that I'm going to be putting out is going to be talking about comparison is the thief of joy, that phrase. I'm going to break down in what ways it's true and what ways I feel like it's not true, and kind of do a little more of a philosophical deep dive I'm going to do into that phrase. But thanks so much for watching this video. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the flip side.